What's going on YouTube? Trucking and Life here. One more time, guys and gals and gals and guys. Yeah. Alright, YouTube, now this right here. Now we open doors, guys. This ain't part, this could be part of the video, but it ain't part of the video. You know what I'm talking about? What's be part of it now? Anyway, this already got like some metal stuff. You see the little hoses that's supposed to hook the door around? This side right here, let me show you. Put the seal in there. Supposed to hook it around. Your car's coming. Supposed to hook on there. I'm supposed to hook on here with this right here, but a lot of times, like I say, this stuff get beat up, man. Hose is tear, so somebody put this on here. I'm not sure they're strong enough, man. They may work, but sometimes these doors are so heavy they bounce open and you know, tear this hole you dig up. But let me see. That should be alright, man. That should be alright. You know, if it ain't, it's gonna be alright right now. Let me see. Yeah, it'll be alright. Let me see. Hold on. And this is how they could be able to see, so I gotta make sure this side don't bounce open and crash the door while I'm backing in, you know. Oh, man. All right. Guys, I was on the dock, man, and somebody, the guy was like, I didn't order this stuff. He's like, well, the other guy ordered it. I was like, well, what other guy at? He's like, oh, he over there. I said, well, get that guy. I need that guy. I need somebody who ordered this stuff, right? And I ain't had the sunglasses on yet, guys. I ain't had these on yet. I had the regular face going on, right? And so he went around the corner, and the dude took like a long time to come back. So I stood around the corner. I put the sunglasses on like this, guys, and I was looking at him like, they probably like, this dude's stalking us, man. Look, man, it ain't personal, man. It ain't personal. Go get y'all merchandise get y'all product off my trailer, man. I got things to do. Should work, man. It look kind of rusty, man. Hopefully it don't bounce too much. Should be all right. The purpose of this video, guys, I'll get to in 1 second. But check it out. Right here. Man, I keep tearing these up, guys. But anyway, keep your head in the game, man. One time, like a couple days ago, I pulled off, and this is still hooked up. I disconnected these two, but this will toe off, and it tore off and it broke off inside the valve right here. It's a special tool you need to stick in there. When you turn the valve, it expands, and you can be able to get that little piece of that valve that's stuck in there out of there. You know, you gotta be careful, guys, when you about to hook. See, look how much space it is right there. It's too high. I gotta drop it down some. Before I drop that down, though, I want to check back here, guys. Again, this is my aesthetics to the video. In case guys want to come in and see the real, y'all don't care about the story I'm about to tell in a minute. You know how I got to this point where I bought a truck, man. Why did I buy a truck? But anyway, look at this. Let me check sure. No flats. Pins locked. Mother flap that ain't hanging off. But one of them gave it the ghost before, baby. They gave it the ghost. All right, let's go. Let's go. Seal on there. Let's get it. All right, no flats over there. Nothing over here. But about the airlicks done yet. And also, too, you gotta check and make sure the lug nuts are there too, guys. The lug nuts. Sometimes this cover be missing too. I guess it's a hub seal or axle seal. I don't know what that is, man. It's one of them. That be missing. But drop down the trailer real quick, man, and hopefully there's nothing wrong. Some companies will charge you for it, or they'll trip on it. Some companies won't. Like this guy dinged, they got damage right there, but believe me, I seen a lot worse, man. I had a trailer like King Kong punching on the side, baby. That thing was like denting in like somebody like King Kong, like just blue. You know, if these things dented in, boy, somebody put some major work in with these, boy. Like right here. See that's dented up there? They kind of bent in a little bit. Even though they ain't too shabby though, but you know what I'm saying? Make sure you check this stuff though. You never know what's going on, man, with these boxes, man. Sometimes people get them right out, baby. But anyway, all right, guys, stay tuned. So the guy tell me, no, I gotta call my boss. Well, I gotta go check on this with the boss. You know what I find strange, man? Every time I go to these places, they always say they gotta talk to a boss, right? A boss. And so when I say, okay, well, go talk to the boss. I never see the boss. They go somewhere, they call some random boss, and then the boss tell them what to do, right? So he said, well, the boss man said go down here to the other location. So he like, what you got? Like, man, I don't know. Y'all ordered the stuff. I don't know what y'all got, you know? Anyway, so 3 different docks, well, 2 different docks all in the wrong one. So if we go down here, hopefully they take it down here. Because the guy said the boss said go down there, so. the boss man know what he's talking about, guys. If not, we about to find out. But anyway, the video ain't about this, guys. This is the statics of the video. I ain't go down to them docks down there. Good thing about it, ain't no trucks down there. Bad thing is, I hope it go down there. So let me go and get this on. Get this, you dig? Come on now, come on now. You know, get home stretch, baby. Let's go, let's go. Let's get it. Anyway, all right, guys, let me go down and see what's going on, man. Take you guys back on in a minute, guys, and I'll get to the point of the video. So all right, YouTube, I'm back, guys. Finally, I got unloaded. I gotta get loaded over here, and these guys move in slow motion. But hey, man, what's new, right? So anyway, now the point of the video, guys. Why did I buy a truck, man? And I'm gonna get to why I bought a truck in a minute. But I gotta lead up, guys, because you know, I ain't gonna say a lot of people. Some people, they think when they see people on YouTube, they think that they just, I don't know. From my experience of dealing with people, they don't know people's backstories. They don't know where they come from. They don't know, for the most part. You know, some people do research on people, but some people don't know where these people come from and why they make the decisions they make. They just see them on YouTube thinking, hey, which I get it, man. It's a lot of fluff on YouTube. It's a whole lot of fluff, guys. But in this video right here, I'm gonna show you guys, anybody been following me for a while, man, this is me. If you meet me in person, this is really me. This is how I really am. But I'm not one of them, I'm finna fluff you up type of guys. And a lot of people, I ain't gonna say a lot of people keep saying it. Some people believe that I don't like trucking. That's not the case, man. That's not the case, guys. Like I told you guys, I've been in trucking almost 2 decades now. And I've seen a lot of stuff in this trucking game, man. Ain't that I don't like it, I just learned there's better ways to do it. So anyway, why I bought a truck? Why did I buy a truck? Why Trucking Life bought a truck in the first place, right? Well, let's go some years back first, guys. I'm gonna tell you a little backstory why I bought the truck. To sum it all up, to make a long story less long, I would say that 3 reasons. I wanted a sleeper truck. When I was driving a sleeper truck, I feel like I was a grown man, not a little beard, not a mustache guy. I digress. So anyway, guys, I digress. So starting out with trucking, guys, I was over the road first. I wasn't over the road that long, in case you guys want to know. I realized after a couple nights sleeping in the truck stop, I ain't gonna be doing this long. I don't like that. I just don't like that. So anyway, I was, you know, when you first get your CDL, you know, so you got to get down how you live. Like nowadays, that's a lot better. Guys could just come straight out of school, get a local job, you know what I'm saying, LTL job, even get into can hauling straight out of school, guys. When I started, you had to hit the road. Unless you was plugged with somebody, you know what I'm saying? If you was plugged with somebody who knew a company, they was hiring that know a guy, that know another guy, you know, so you kind of straight. I didn't have that, you know, I didn't have that at all. But anyway, so when I come local, my first local job, guys, I was driving for a recycling company, and I wasn't just a truck driver. I was making $13 an hour, guys. Driving a semi truck sometimes. I drove a semi truck there. I drove a straight job. I drove one of them big bobcat looking things. I don't know what you call them things, man. They be on construction sites with the big bucket. They pick up all that dirt and drop it down to dump trucks. I drove that. I drove a forklift. I drove, man, some machine, I don't even know the name of it. Right, all that was for $13 an hour, guys. So I did that for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? When I was on the Bobcat or inside the building, you know what I'm saying, I kind of knew what time I was gonna get off. But the bad side is the pay sucked really bad. $13 an hour, I was like, man, I don't even feel like a real trucker, man. I wasn't hardly in the truck a lot. I was always on that Bobcat thing or that little sweeper thing. I don't know what that thing called, man. So I didn't feel like I was truly a trucker in that, man. So, and this was when I was gun-ho with trucking, man. I want a trucker, man. Give me the biggest truck you got. Turn the building sideways, let me drive it. Let's go, baby, let's go. I was in that phase, right? So, long story short, man, I went there, and guys, I had some crazy accidents. Matter of fact, I mentioned in one of the accidents I had was actually there when I was with that company, when I hit two cars at one night. I had two accidents at one time, man. That was crazy. But anyway, that's what happened. I was there when I was in a semi-truck. I had the accident. Maybe that's why they put me in a semi-truck, right? Who knew? Who knew? I started driving for a furniture company, and I was driving a straight truck for the furniture company, guys. And oh man, I didn't hardly make no money there, guys, because that was one of them you get paid by the day type of deal jobs, and it don't matter how many hours you work, you got the flat rate for the day. Anybody been in the movie business, guys, you already know that the driver is not just the driver. You're a mover and you're a driver, and depends what type of crew you got. You can get a lot of claims, right? Claims. And so by me being a new guy for the moving company, I got the crappy crew, right? Which I get it, you know what I'm saying? You gotta work your way up the ranks. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had good crews. They had their crew they work with. My crew is full of hypes, man. You guys don't know what hypes are. They drug addicts. I had a bunch of drug addicts on my team, man. So you take me, a person who's already out of control. I was kind of out of control at that point in my life. And you put me with a bunch of hypes, and we moving furniture? Man, we ain't getting no money, man. We got so many, every time, all the moves we did, we kept getting claims. You know, cause the hypes, we stopped in the middle of the route, go hit up a dope spot for these cats to get their hit. Man, it was crazy, man. But anyway, I like, this ain't gonna last long, so I did that for a little bit. And of course, that didn't last too long, man, cause I was like, I come to work to make money, man. I'm losing so much money messing around with y'all. You know, mess around with me too, cause I ain't do drugs, but man, it was a wild crew, man. I'll tell you like that. And we didn't get no bread, right? So I was like, this ain't gonna work. So I left that moving company, I went to another moving company. So I get to the other moving company, you know, this time I was driving a semi, but the kicker to this one was, we had to go into this bullpen, right? Like when you first start with the guy, with that company, you gotta go into a bullpen. Imagine, guys, all this is my backstory to why I bought a truck in the first place. So you guys probably wondering, why is this guy going through all these stories? All this stuff right here is the reason I bought a truck in the first place, guys. So that's why I'm explaining it. You got, in order to know why somebody where they are, you gotta know where they come from. You know what I'm saying? And this is where I came from. So I was with this moving company, and let's say we in this bullpen waiting to get picked. It's like we some little, like them dogs that be in a shelter looking like, pick me. Come on, man. You dancing in the shelter. Like, come on, let's go, baby. I'm ready to work. They like, you, not you. Get out the way. Telling me get out the way. You, come on. So I did that for a while, guys. And again, I got with another crew. And that crew, let me tell you, man, all of them wasn't hypes, but that didn't work out too good. It was too inconsistent, man. It was too inconsistent, guys. Too inconsistent. And like I say, man, the work was so up and down. It was so volatile, man, that I wasn't able to really make a lot of money doing that, man. So I did that other movie company for a little minute. I think I'm out of here. But I ended up landing one job where this job was more stable than the rest of the jobs I had, even though it's still volatile, right? It's still volatility. You can't, I don't know no trucking gigs right now that don't have no volatility, man. Like as far as I get paid this 1 week, is that another week, is this another week, is that another week, is nothing 1 week, you know. So anyway, I give this one company, and I'm doing pretty good over there, you know, for the most part. I ain't gonna say it's stable, it's a better situation. Meaning, so at that company I worked line haul. I did line haul, guys. Which means I ran twins at night. And the terminal where I was at, and I ain't finna go down that rabbit hole every time I got somewhere, I heard this saying, man, we was doing so much better right before you got here. It was paying so much money before you got here, right? I kept hearing that like a lot of places I went. They used to pay this, but now they don't pay this. Let me guess, before I got here, right? How'd you know? I don't know. So I'm working nights. I really didn't want to work nights, but that's the kind of setup I had. I was on call. I mean, they could call you any day to come in to work, which I hated that. But mainly I was working nights with that. And so we had like a roster of like 18 to 20 guys from the line haul, right? And we the bottom guys, seniority-based company, you way at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So you got to work your way up the ranks. You know what I'm saying? If you want better runs. The terminal we was at all the terminals in that same company, they called us the dark terminal. That means this is the terminal where the headquarters, they didn't like this terminal too much. Now, I don't even know how you don't like one of your own terminals, man. But anyway, I don't know how that worked. But so if we had like surrounding terminals around us, they'd get them a lot of the bulk of the freight. Like we had like a certain territory to run, like as far as like P&D. The headquarters will take shrink our area to cover and give it to the other terminals. So we had less volume coming in. Less volume means less runs. So the line haul guys, there's 20 guys on the roster. I'm like number 18. I'm down there. I'm like, nah, I'm not, man. I'm so far back at the bottom. And so, you know, when the run get cut, your run is cut. So I kept going home. I have like a good 2 weeks of running. Then a third week, I work 3 days. You gotta go home for 2 days. I work the dock and then go home for 2 days. It got out of control, man. So I did that for a little minute, man. I was like, you know what? When the bid came up again, I was like, I'm finna go on P&D, I'm finna go on the city, man. I need a little more stability than this, right? I already don't like working nights. And now they gonna try to throw me all over the place on nights and I can't even work consistently. So now my sleep pattern is off. Cause let's say you work nights Monday through Wednesday, but now when Thursday and Friday come, you off, you home. Now you up all night just staring at things because you can't go to sleep because you've been up for like the last 3 days. And your sleep pattern is all off, right? It was just crazy, man. That was craziness, man. Now that I think about it, that was craziness. That was dangerous too. But I digress. So I did that for a while. I went on P&D side. I said, you know what, I'm gonna try to go on this side. It's a little more stable. You know what I'm saying? A little more consistent. A little more, you know, a little more, you know. I get on the city side, the P&D side, guys, and a whole nother game. It's a whole nother game over there. I knew nothing about the city side. I knew nothing about the routes, the runs. I knew nothing about none of that. All I know is I needed to work every single day while I was at work. That's all I wanted to do. So I get on the city, and man, it took me about 3 months being on the city to realize what was going on, right? When I say what was going on, I mean like as far as like the favorite fives, they everywhere. You can't get away from these guys. Like they the favorites of the dispatcher, favorites of their boy is the supervisor, or they sister, their girl is the dispatcher. You know, the favorites. So I was doing runs, and I found out, because you don't know which run is which when you first do it. So I was doing runs that was really crazy, man, like really crazy runs. And the only reason I knew that was crazy, because it was normal to me, because I didn't know no different. And I knew that was crazy. Like say a high senior guy call off work, and they have to give you that run because they got nobody else to run it. Hey, take this run for the day. He said how sweet the work is. One stop right here, next stop right there. That's all crazy. You know, I like, man, this type of work exists. My runs was way over here, shoot over there. Then what's crazy, the kicker to that is they'll call you in the office and say, hey man, why your productivity per hour is off, or stops per hour is off. I'm looking like, do you see the route? Do you see how this routed? And so you start bringing stuff back to the terminal. They say, hey man, why you bring stuff back here? You ain't being productive. You ain't delivering your stuff and making your pickups. I mean, man, y'all confused. Y'all bipolar, man. Y'all need to get it together, right? So anyway, I did that for a while, and I realized, man, it's a bunch of games with this, man. So I went to complaining to the supervisor. Hey, man, I don't think this is right. Woo, woo, blah, blah, blah. They was like, what you gonna do about it? You gonna go home or you quit? What you gonna do? And I was like, can't quit. I got bills, right? I got these bills. I got caught up. So I said I'm gonna tough it out. Well, I toughed it out for a minute, man. It was two things that kind of like did it for me. And when I left this company, I went and bought the truck after I left this company. So there was a couple things, you know, they kept writing me up for little things. They kept doing like, look, they just pick it with me, right? Pick it with it, not just me, but there's a couple guys, but they just pick with a certain group of guys, and there's some other group of guys they wouldn't mess with at all. They come in late to work, don't even call them, they ain't coming in. They won't say none of them, but you come in every day and do your job, they get on you, hey, you moving too slow. Oh, hey, you ain't doing all your work. Hey, I'm like, dude, what about that guy that ain't coming in and work at all? What about him? Anyway, I digress. So that went on for a while. Then one day, I was so stressed from the runs. I was so stressed out from the runs. I did a video too when I had the 3 worst accidents, when I tore up a TV station. That was that day, man. I was so stressed out, guys. And I ain't gonna blame the stress on the accident, but it did play a part. I went to this TV station. I was like, man, I can't take this, man. This is getting too stressful for me, right? So I wasn't even thinking about the height or the width. I wasn't thinking about nothing. I was trying to get this load delivered, man, and because I was the last one of the day, and I wanted to get this load delivered, man, so I get off work, I go relax, man, get away from all this, right? I get up in there, man, all I hear is raining glass, like glass raining all on my truck, right? Man, I left that dock was light. It was all lights lit up when I got to the dock. When I left, it was totally dark, right? I tore up everything. So I get back to the terminal. The terminal manager talking to me, hey, he told me, you idiot, you this and the other. Man, I had like a war movie moment. I was like, you got the kahunas to face me, but you ain't got the kahunas to face that doc? He was looking at me like, Doc, what this dude talking about? He all in my face, man. I said, dude, I'm finna rock you in like 2 seconds, man, if you don't get on my face. At that point, I was already at the point, man, I was about like, you know what? I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here, man, right? But I'm like, I can't quit yet. I got bills, man. I got responsibilities, right? But my mind was getting more toward of quitting. So I started looking for other jobs. Now, you know when you get to the point you start looking for other jobs, you already know your mind, you 1 foot out the door. So I said, I'm tired of going to different companies. Because by the time I'd have been to a nice amount of companies, guys. And I was like, I'm tired of, you get over here, you try to make some leeway, some headway. You try to put a system in place here. You try to say, I'm gonna try to save this much money here. I'm gonna try to work this much money here. But that company, it got so crazy, man. I was working daytime. I come in daytime, run P&D for a couple hours. Then I do a line haul run. They call it a city term. And I looking at my check, I was like, the more I work doing that stuff, the more taxes came out. And then it wasn't consistent. You might have like 3 or 4 days like that. Then other 2 days, you gotta go home. Go home. We slow today. Go home. We have to work for you today. Go home. We got this right here. Go home, right? I was like, man, I can't do this no more, man. So I ain't going to no more trucks, man. No more truck companies. As a company driver, I said, you know what? I want to drive a sleeper truck anyway. And I want to make more money. I don't want to be my own boss. Those are my 3 reasons for doing what I did, right? Well, being the boss part, like I say, man, that's up for debate. Make more money? Yeah, you'll make more money, but it'll cost you more money too. So, that's why I say you got to make a healthy profit margin. Healthy profits. That's what you got to make, healthy profits, right? In order to make some sense of it. So I did a video, guys, about do you make more money as an owner operator? I don't know if it'll be out before this video, but I made it. So I figured, okay, skip it, man. I'm finna go get a truck, man. Here's the crazy part, guys. I ain't had no money for it, right? I had no money for a truck. I had no money for none of that. So anyway, I was at a customer in the stockyards of Chicago. This is all why I bought a truck. This is the reason why I bought a truck. I've been through the ringers with these companies, right? And when you get a truck, it's a whole nother set of games. It's a whole different game. It's a whole different board game. But I get to that in another video. I ain't gonna make this video too long. So anyway, I was at a customer in the stockyards of Chicago. There's a guy. He was parked right next to me in the dock, and he looked like an owner. His truck looked like an owner operator. You could tell an owner operator truck. Either they real beat up with duct tape all over it, or they look real customized, or they somewhere in between. They somewhere between there and there. Now I don't know if that's true or not, but from my experience, that's what I know. I can tell owner operator truck, right? So I asked him, I said, hey man, I got my truck, went over, I said, hey man, are you owner op? He said, yeah man. He said, man, what you think about becoming one? I said, yeah man, I gotta get away from this company, man. I can't keep doing this, right? He was like, well, they hiring right now where we at right now. I said, well, okay, cool, how you get your truck? He said, oh man, they got a no money down, lease to purchase program, right? I said, I understand the no money down part. What's the lease to purchase? What's that about? He was like, well, that's when you lease a truck through them, and at the end of it, you make a balloon payment, and you keep the truck, or you turn it back in at the end of your lease, right? I said, man, what? No money down? That's all I heard, guys, was no money down. That's all I heard, right? Now let's go, let's get it, baby, let's go. Where I signed up at, right? He showed me some like receipts that he got, the check stubs he got. And once I said, okay, cool, I'm with it, man. So I signed up for the company I was gonna go with him. There's a lot more to this story than what I said on here, guys, but this is the reason Trucking and Life bought a truck. I didn't do it just because, oh man, I just want to make more money. I just want to make more money. No, I did it because my checks, the most I ever made as a company driver, guys, was $600 a week or $700 a week. That was the most I ever made, ever. I think I had one paycheck, maybe two, that probably went over like 800. It went over 800. And it wasn't much more of 800 than it, let me tell you that. So that's why I bought a truck, guys. I didn't buy it. I talked to guys out here right now. They were like, yeah, I bought a truck. I saved $15,000 for me down. I said, you was able to save $15,000? So yeah, man, I'm finna go buy a truck. I'm like, you was able to save $15,000? I kept getting dead end after dead end after dead end after dead end. I don't have the story of, man, I just want to try it, man, because I just want to see how it was. I just want to try it. I don't have that story. I have the story of, I'm tired of your games over here. Skip you and your games. How about that? How about you shove them games, man? All of them. Not knowing, when I come over to this side, it's still some more games. That's just more of an expensive game. That's all. Everything is a game. You got to figure out the rules to the game to make it work for you. But anyway, I digress. Alright, YouTube. Hope this video is helpful. Give you a little understanding what's going on around here. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.